You beat me. I will leave the UFC forever.
What's up, Scooby Gang? Last week I poopied out chicken and the biscuit crackers out of my holes. I fully detoxed, and just like that One Piece episode, it bajoogied out of my asshole. Yeah, that was the best moist critical impression I got for you. Anyways, bro, follow my Twitter, like the video. Don't like it yet, but you gotta watch the video first to make sure you like it. Oh yeah, moist critical is quitting. He quit his podcast. The other shit he was doing, I don't know. I don't follow moist critical. I'm not 12 years old. Sorry. Might have offended the Moist Gang. Leave your dislikes right now and leave. Chris Tyson back at it, destroying careers. This week, Chris Tyson's career was destroyed. Mr. Beast is seeing the after effects. Mr. Beast, oh my god, he got his own shit going on. Mr. Beast going down the toilet. The ratings are so low. Sneako had a downfall in result. A lot of other Twitch streamers were called out over the Chris Tyson situation. Now, Moist Critical is one of the Goliaths to fall after the Chris Tyson situation. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Chris Tyson likes minors, and it took a while for Moist Critical to respond, and people were complaining about that. And then eventually when he made his video, he made half of the video about Sneako because Sneako called him out for not speaking up or some shit.
Who saw the Moist Critical Cope video where he dropped a 30-minute video about a confirmed pedophile and spent half of it talking about me because I rattled him so much that he didn't want to tell the truth because he wanted a Mr. Beast collab. That's tough. So
what they did was they had a debate. We had opinions on each side instead of a productive debate where it's like, oh, my side is better and your side sucks. It was more like, oh, let's have a competition to see how fucking horrible we are. And both of our fans are just going to pretend like we did good, even though we both bombed. Sneako, he was debating about the age of consent. His fans eat that shit up. I have no idea why. Talking about 15-year-old girls should marry, I don't know, some weird shit. I'll put a clip up now.
This 15-year-old's pretty mature. I'm going to go ahead and start trying to talk to them. Do you think that's cool?
No, that's not cool. You're supposed to talk to the father before you get married. So that's never what I said.
24-year-old talks to the father of a 15-year-old and gets his permission. Now it's cool?
Get to the father and say, like, am I interested in marrying your physically mature, your adult daughter? Okay? Is she okay with it?
15-year-old,
ask the mother,
15-year-old daughter.
Get the consensus. Yes, and if he's okay with it, she's okay with it. I think that's fine.
If you live on planet Earth and if you live in a first world country, you'd be like, wow, dude, that dude is shoveling some shit. Moist Critical, his big hoorah was like, little kids should get their genitals cut off and we should have little kids take hormone blockers to be transgender.
So why is it okay for a kid to cut his dick off?
He and his family, or he and she and that family, is making that decision for that child's life. If that's the path they want to go down, it's like choosing a fucking sport. You can do what you want to do.
You can do what you want to do?
Yeah, that is not harming anybody.
It literally harms their body. Their body changes physically. They have the highest suicide rate out of any demographic.
That is their decision to make.
These two guys, hand in hand, one of the worst debates of the year, did worse than Joe Biden. Bro, he really said, it's not hurting anybody. It's not hurting anybody if we cut this kid's dick off. What are you talking about? And in result of this debate, he deleted the stream where this debate took place, backtracked multiple times.
And I do recognize a lot of it's my fault. I assumed that Sneako was talking in hyperbole about a 9-year-old getting their dick cut off because I didn't have the assumption that anyone thought that is how transitioning works. I thought he was talking about the overall point of a child transitioning, which is years-long process. And you can't even get that fucking surgery legally until you are 18. I didn't think that was a literal statement he was making. And I guess I should have assumed that he was being literal. And that's on me. But I'm sure you can point to like fringe examples of like some evil doctors performing it on like kids or something. I'm sure that happens. There's corruption and everything. But I wasn't under the assumption that's what we were talking about.
And now he just released a statement saying that he's trying to leave the internet. A statement was made saying Charlie has made the decision to leave the official podcast, which is his podcast, and Red Thread. He wants to go on an indefinite hiatus and he wants to spend less time on the internet. This dude had one bad take and just folded so hard. And for no reason. Like, I get it, dude. The take was bad. I don't know. At least you backtracked. I don't think he should ruin his own career just because of one bad take. Like, you're debating Sneako, a guy who said the age of consent should be lowered. You can't go out like this. This is the worst way to go out. How are you folding on a guy like Sneako? Now everybody's gonna say, oh, Sneako just ended his career. And that's probably the title of this video. Because that's literally what happened. I don't know where he's on the internet. Like, if you're that big, you should expect criticism. That's the main problem with large commentary channels. They try to get comfortable and they try to just peddle out a take that 99% of the internet believes in, or whatever is morally right according to the internet. And in doing so, they fail. In doing so, like, yeah, you can have a good run of, oh, every video I make, everybody agrees with me. Are you really moving anything? Are you really like having people think about what you say? Are you creating discussion? There had to have been some people who agreed with you, surprisingly. Like, the 6 transgenders in your entire subreddit probably agreed with you and made posts like, oh my god, I think Charlie is saving the world. It should be normalized for you to have a bad take every once in a while. How is it that a guy who debates topics, creates discussions for a living, just folded when over 50% of his audience disagreed with him? And then he immediately backtracked. It makes him look so bad. I thought he was joking about the dick cutting off, and then he started backtracking so heavily, saying, oh, well, actually, I know I said that you can do it when you're not of age, but actually I tried to say you should do it when you're of age.
And then if you decide that's the path you want to take, it is your body. You can do that. You can make that decision once you become of age to make a decision like that.
It just makes you look dumb, like you're not standing on your own beliefs. Did you really believe that? Why are you backtracking if you really believe that? This dude probably said something that he thinks is morally right according to the internet because he wants to be super progressive, but he doesn't really believe that. So he just peddled something to his audience just because he thinks it's the progressive opinion instead of having an actual debate and bringing your own opinions to the argument. Now, just being realistic about the situation, like, okay, bad take, but this dude has 15 million subscribers. I don't think he's leaving the internet permanently, but to make that big of a statement or action, or you're leaving behind multiple projects of yours just because of this one take, it just feels so stupid. Like, I'm not really like for canceling people or destroying people's careers over an opinion, a political opinion. I disagree with you. It just confuses me when he backtracks like that. But really though, like, to bounce back, here's your really one step to success. Just be like Joe Rogan. Just ignore the internet for a week. People will forget about it. You can apologize and be like, hey, that's not really what I meant. Which I think he's trying to do that, but like the way he talks, it just sounds like he's trying to like he's trying to gather all of his thoughts, trying so hard to win his fans back. When like in reality, like nobody cares that much. You're fine. You're not gonna die. This dude talks like he's gonna die. People will disagree with him on one issue. What I do recommend is you should just, stay out of politics. You're not really in a position to talk about politics like that or social issues. Because if you want to keep your 15 million subscriber audience, stop talking about issues that are that sensitive.